Residents hearing about small business funding. Fruit and vegetable vendors say it is a daily struggle to survive. And more Cubans rescued at sea.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I am Megan Shepard. It's so great to have you joining us. Our top story tonight comes from the police, as officers are still on the scene of an apparent homicide in Hawksbill. Police were called to Bimini Place in that community this afternoon after the body of a male was discovered in an abandoned building. When ZNS News arrived on the scene, officers were already conducting inquiries. We spoke with Superintendent Mactavius Daniels, who gave us an update.
We discovered the body of a black male lying face down with apparent blunt force injuries about the head and body. As you can appreciate, the investigation is in its early stages. We are trying at this stage to determine a motive for the incident, and we want to launch the usual appeal to members of the public, persons who live in this area or who may have been traversing this area, who may have seen or heard something. We are appealing to them to come forward to the police so that they can assist us in resolving this incident.
Now, if you have any information that can help police with this investigation, you should call 352-1919, 911-919, or call your nearest police station. Switching gears, the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, in conjunction with the Office of the Prime Minister Grand Bahama, hosting a panel discussion last night at the Foster B. Pastina Center for entrepreneurs and prospective business owners from across the island, focusing on various funding opportunities available to them in Grand Bahama. Kimberly Mullings was there.
Executives from the Bahamas Agricultural Industrial Corporation, the Bahamas Development Bank, and the Bahamas Entrepreneurial Venture Fund made presentations to a room filled with entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs eager to find out about funding opportunities available to them. Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Michael Pintard, shedding light on a number of those initiatives available to businessmen, the first being the board war competition.
Persons would make a pitch, and at the end of the day, a group of adjudicators would make a determination on which business idea will be funded. The second is a youth fair, where various youth businesses are put on display so that the public can become familiar with the products and services that they provide. We are also doing a series of workshops where we're training persons, first of all, before they can access funding. They develop their business plan, we provide funding, and then mentorship where we hold their hands until that business succeeds.
Minister Pintard also noting that before the year ends, the government will provide roughly $350,000 worth of grants to a variety of businesses, the creative industry being one of them.
You may be a writer, a performing artist, a visual artist, a filmmaker, etc. We're asking you to submit your business plan, work with us and the mentors that we are going to attract through the Chamber of Commerce in order to guide you in, one, diversifying the tourism product in the country, and two, growing your particular business, not just for the Bahamas market, but internationally.
Among those in attendance was Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, the Honorable K. Peter Turnquest. He says the panel was only the first in a series, as the government aims to provide a holistic environment for the development of small businesses on the island.
What we're trying to encourage is wealth creation by Bahamians. And we want to empower Bahamians in order to be able to realize their dreams, whether that is in the technical side, whether that is in the retail side, or whether that is in some creative space. We have a lot of talent in this country that is untapped. And so we want to give that life, we want to give that the necessary capital that it needs in order to take off.
Turnquest says ultimately the program was put in place to mentor business owners and entrepreneurs so that their companies would have a better chance at succeeding as they develop necessary skills.
We are committed as a government to small business. We are committed to the redevelopment of Grand Bahama, recognizing that small businesses have the opportunity, the potential to provide that stability that we need. And so we are happy to put this on and to empower those business people who will come forward, hopefully with some great, brilliant, creative ideas.
Kimberly Mullings, ZNS Network News.
Next in the series of meetings planned for the public will be the Chamber of Commerce. Now, as many businesses on Grand Bahama continue to struggle to turn a profit, vendors in the fresh market downtown are also feeling the economic pinch. Despite a major upgrade in 2015, vendors say that they are still hurting. Renovations to the fresh market was completed in early 2016, but even with the upgrades and beautification of this site, many vendors in the downtown market say that business is still, quite frankly, terrible. The market depends largely on the patronage of tourists to the island, and vendors say that avenue of revenue is not cutting it.
It's the worst I've ever seen it in any place in Grand Bahama. This is the worst season I've seen.
People is hurting in this market. Believe me when I tell you that. Some days I don't think they ever even make $20 for the whole week, not only for the day, because sometimes the guests just come through, walk to the end and walk back, and out they goes.
For many years, residents visited the market for their fruit and vegetable needs, but vendors say even that has dwindled. Booth owners say they believe that more should be done to attract locals to the area.
It's been a hard job getting Bahamians come in. They mostly would come in for fruits and vegetables. But a few people you'd find coming in for little straw events or projects for children in school or something like that.
There's nothing here to entice the native other than the fruits. If we have activities, I often think to here like Avaki, something that will keep the people going, because when there's no tourists, you don't have nothing else to depend on.
Despite the rough economic time, one vendor says that she is thankful to God through it all.
In my situation, I got a roof over my head. Me and my children is comfortable, food to eat, clothes on our back. I have no complaint. Because if I come out here with nothing and God allowed me to make $5, that's better than more than what I had.
During the renovation, some vendors petitioned for blocks to prevent the flow of traffic through the market. However, one vendor that wished to remain off camera says that she believes that this is a major reason as to why residents no longer visit the market.
I cater to the natives, not only the tourists, to the natives. I have a daiquiri stand, I sell conch fritters on the weekend and stuff, and none of my natives are coming to support me anymore because it's not convenient. What we're saying is we're trying to get to the powers to be to move the block, make it a one-way again.
Since the renovation, the market has also fallen prey to break-ins.
Last night, 4 stores break in. One of the stores, they clean out all the vendors, and it make me sad because there's no money. These people don't make no money. And if the tourists don't come through, they can't make no money.
We don't have any power through here at night. We don't have any security in here at night.
Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News. Meantime, the bargaining agent for line staff at the Grand Lucayan Resort is weighing in on the government's bid to purchase the anchor property. The government made the announcement earlier this week as they attempt to jumpstart the Grand Bahama economy. Sabrina Brown has details.
The Commonwealth Union of Hotel Services and Allied Workers is pleased that the government of the Bahamas has taken the bold position to purchase the Grand Lucayan Resort until a suitable buyer can be identified. President Michelle Dorset stated to the media earlier this month that union officials had great confidence that the government would make every effort to ensure that the Grand Lucayan is reopened in the shortest possible time, allowing hundreds of hotel workers to return to their jobs. She said the hard-working and dedicated employees, many of whom are members of the Commonwealth Union, have endured much hardship since the passing of Hurricane Matthew 1 year ago. But now, the union is hopeful that they will be able to return to normal work schedules soon as a result of this decision made by the Minis administration. The president said during a recent meeting with the Minister of Labor, Dion Folks, he assured the union that the government will do its best to secure and protect the workers. The Commonwealth Union is commending the Prime Minister, the Deputy Prime Minister, the Minister of Labor and Minister of State for Grand Bahama for working diligently to get the Lucaya Strip back up and running and putting hundreds of Bahamians back to work. Officials say they look forward to great things to come for the hotel sector and this northern island. Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
A revitalized hotel product on the Lucaya Strip is expected to bring about an increase in business. That is what vendors and business owners in the Port Lucaya marketplace are hoping for. In August, stakeholders along with the Office of the Prime Minister kicked off a Taste of Port Lucaya, an initiative designed to increase traffic and spending in that shopping mecca. Tonight, our Kimberly Mullings joins us live from the square to tell us how business is going in Port Lucaya and what is on tap for tonight.
Thanks, Megan. It's certainly a pleasure to be here at Count Basie Square in Lucaya. I'm joined this evening by Mr. Cal Hart, who is the coordinator of A Taste of Port Lucaya from the Office of the Prime Minister Grand Bahama. Raquel, can you go ahead and can you tell us a little bit about the aims of A Taste of Port Lucaya?
Well, the government has taken on this exciting initiative, which is an economic driver to this area to support the vendors that are here in this area. And that's what the government is all about, being able to support the locals. And so it's also a community initiative because it's the people helping each other in terms of driving economy, shopping, buying, and doing all those wonderful stuff here in the Port Lucaya market area. This is now our 6th of the 7 in a series of A Taste of Port Lucaya. And we are very excited tonight. We have an awesome lineup for tonight. We have right now on the stage getting ready is George Marshall and the Islanders. And so you get that authentic Bahamian rake and scrape music. We also have the Deep South Island Boys. We have limbo. We have fire dancing. We also have Mathis Ridby, and this is home for her. And of course, we have a special guest, and we will keep that as a secret for now. And so we're inviting persons to come on down to continue to support A Taste of Port Lucaya, because as you support A Taste of Port Lucaya, you're supporting Grand Bahamians.
Thank you very much, Raquel. And what she did not tell you is that tonight we have a very special guest joining us. That is none other than Mr. Elon Moxie, who is in Grand Bahama, and he will definitely be performing tonight. So, Mr. Moxie, first of all, welcome to Grand Bahama. Can you tell us a little bit about being in A Taste of Port Lucaya as one of the performers tonight? What do you think about it culturally that every week they feature another Bahamian artist?
Well, I think that's fantastic. That is fantastic. And it's because it's coming back around from what it used to be. It used to be in Freeport, used to be jamming like tourists, people all over the place. And it's a good thing that y'all are doing now, bringing back the musicians in, and the musicians are getting a piece of the pie, entertainers.
All right. And what do you think about the government putting on this event for the public, being Grand Bahamians, as well as our tourists, like you said?
Well, I think it's a good thing, because the Port Lucaya it's really slow, and it is something it's good for the vendors, and it's a good thing they're doing.
All right. So can you give us a little taste about what we can expect tonight?
Well, they let me know about this about 4 days ago, and I went in the bush and I got about 10 dozen crabs. So you have to come early as possible. What time is the show? 7 o'clock. Well, so you have to come early to get some crab, because I'm going to let us some crabs. So let's come on down. We're going to have a good time tonight. Very good.
Thank you very much. Well, you heard it from Mr. Moxie himself. I guess you got to come on down to Port Lucaya so you can catch the crab. Yeah. The next Taste of Port Lucaya will be held on November 10th, right here, Count Basie Square. Back to you, Megan.
Kimberly, definitely sounds like an exciting way to kick off the weekend. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition continues in just a moment.